Hello friends, this video is created by Siddharth Upadhyay, founder and creator of PrepWings. Log on to www.prepwings.com for complete free course videos. In this video we'll talk about exponents. So exponents are power of a number. So over here we see a raised to power b. Over here a is called as the base and b is called as the power or exponent of a. Okay. So both the base and the power can be any real number. Okay, so I can have a fractional base, a negative base. Similarly, I can have a fractional power or negative power. Okay, also an integer power, integer base. Okay, a few examples are shown over here. 2 raised to 3 is nothing but 2 into 2 into 2, which is equal to 8. Similarly, 3 raised to 5 is 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, which is 243. Okay. Now we look at few identities here. A raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to power m plus n. Okay, so when I'm multiplying two numbers with the same base and different powers, okay, what happens is the powers add up and the base remains the same. So when I divide it a raised to m upon a raised to n, then the powers will subtract, means that will be equal to a raised to power m minus n. Okay. Then a raised to power minus m is equal to 1 upon a raised to m. Then the fourth identity is a raised to m into b raised to m equal to a into b raised to power m. Okay. So if I am multiplying two elements with the same power but different bases, then I multiply the bases and apply the same power to it. Okay. Now with the fifth identity it says a raised to m upon b raised to m is equal to a upon b whole raised to power m. Alright. Then the sixth one says a raised to power 0 equal to 1 when a is not equal to 0. Okay. So any number raised to power 0 is equal to 1, but that number should not be equal to 0. Okay. Because if that number is equal to 0, then it will become 0 raised to power 0, and 0 raised to power 0 is undefined. Okay. Then the seventh identity says a raised to power m and that whole thing raised to power n. This will be a raised to power m into n. Alright. Now you will have to remember these identities. Okay. These identities can work in both the direction. What I mean to say with that is I can get a question wherein I have to apply a raised to power m into a raised to power n. So I might have to apply that to be a raised to power m plus n. Or I might get a scenario wherein I have been given a raised to power m plus n, and then I might have to break that into a raised to m into a raised to n. Okay, so it is important to remember all these identities of exponents. Now we look at fractional powers. What does it mean? 4 raised to power half means square root of 4, okay, which is equal to 2. Similarly, 27 raised to power 1 by 3 means cube root of 27, which is equal to 3. Okay. Now we will try to find out the value of 27 raised to power 2 by 3. Okay. Again, this is a fractional power. So we know a raised to m complete raised to power n equal to a raised to power m into n. So we'll apply it there. We can write 27 raised to power 2 by 3 as 27 raised to power 1 by 3 whole square. Okay, because then it will be 27 raised to power 1 by 3 into 2. Okay, and 1 by 3 into 2 is 2 by 3. Okay, so 27 raised to power 2 by 3 can be written as 27 raised to power 1 by 3 whole raised to power 2. Now we know 27 raised to power 1 by 3 is cube root of 27, which is equal to 3. Okay, so 27 raised to power 1 by 3 will give me 3. Then what will happen is we have to raise 3 by power of 2. So it will be 27 raised to power 1 by 3 whole raised to power 2 will become 3 raised to power 2, which is 9. So 27 raised to power 2 by 3 comes out to be 9. Okay. Now over here we'll do a question says find 343 upon 64 raised to power minus 4 by 3. Now we know a raised to power minus m is equal to 1 upon a raised to power m. Applying that here, we get 343 upon 64 raised to power minus 4 by 3 as 64 upon 343 raised to power 4 by 3. Now applying a raised to power m raised to power n equal to a raised to power m into n. What we are doing is we are writing 64 upon 343 raised to power 4 by 3 as 64 upon 343 raised to power 1 by 3 raised to power 4. Okay. So if we look at 64 upon 343 raised to power 1 by 3 for now, that can be written as 64 raised to power 1 by 3 upon 343 raised to power 1 by 3. So 64 raised to power 1 by 3 means cube root of 64, which is 4. And 343 raised to power 1 by 3 means cube root of 343, which is 7. So this will be equal to 4 by 7 raised to power 4, which will be 4 raised to power 4 upon 7 raised to power 4, which is equal to 246 divided by 2401. Thus 343 upon 64 raised to power minus 4 by 3 is equal to 256 divided by 2401. Okay. Now we'll look at another question. It says 2 raised to power a plus 3 minus 2 raised to power a minus 1 equal to 120. We have to find a. Now 2 raised to power a plus 3 is 2 raised to power a into 2 cube, which will be 2 raised to power a into 8. And 2 raised to power a minus 1 can be written as 2 raised to power a divided by 2 raised to power 1, which is equal to 2 raised to power a divided by 2. Now putting these values here, what we get is 2 raised to power a into 8 minus 2 raised to power 8 divided by 2 equal to 120. So in this expression we can take 2 raised to power a common on the left hand side. So if I take that common, it will be 2 raised to power a, and in the bracket it will be 8 minus 1 by 2, that is equal to 120. Then 8 minus 1 by 2 equal to 15 by 2. So it becomes 2 raised to power a into 15 by 2 is equal to 120. Solving that, we get 2 raised to power a is equal to 16, and 16 is 2 raised to power 4. So 2 raised to power a equal to 2 raised to power 4, thus a will be equal to 4. Okay. So this is all about exponents. Thanks a lot for watching this video.